The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, a fitting venue for the defending national champions. UConn men's basketball here, not for a game, but for Big East Media Day. And as is the case when you win a national championship, expectations are high. But this year's team is not the team that won the title a year ago.
You know, just really trying to repeat what happened last year, and not just only for myself, but I want the new guys, the freshmen, Cam, to experience how it is to feel that feeling of winning again, and because that's a feeling I'll never forget. It's a memory that won't be taken away from me.
So how do you do it? How do you repeat? I mean, it's the million-dollar question, but it's a completely different looking team this year.
No, definitely. I think it starts with the leadership that myself, Donovan, and Tristan bring.
How do you replicate leadership, specifically the hole that Andre left? How do you replicate that?
Yeah, I think you number one, you have to respect that it's a real thing, and I think the impact of Andre in that locker room and huddles and back in the dorm with the players after a loss, after a win, like that was real. You know, I think care is the Latin word or the Greek word for culture. So if you have a great culture, then enough people should care to lead.
One returning player is Donovan Clingan, who looks to take a leap this year after watching several of his teammates leave for the NBA. A leap once his foot is healed from a strain he suffered in practice. It seems like you're walking fine on the boot.
Yeah.
Feels okay?
Yeah, foot's feeling well, feeling good. I've been doing rehab 2-3 hours a day, and just doing everything I possibly can until I get yelled at that I'm doing too much. So, it's just trying to stay off as much as possible and not push and do too much. So, I want to make sure when I come back I'm 100%, and I'm not going to force. Trainer's not going to force my return, and it's obviously game one is in the front of my mind, and that's my goal. But like I said, it's being healthy down the road is more important than the start of the season. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm 100% before I go back, but I'm ready.
Donovan figures to play a big role on this team looking to contend for another title. So does Cam Spencer, the sharpshooter who left Rutgers for a spot in Stores. So take me back to the decision. You're at Rutgers, you're thinking about leaving. Why come to UConn? What were the conversations that you had?
Yeah, I want to play at the highest level. I think the Big East is a great conference, and being able to challenge myself with the guard play and preparing myself to be successful at the next level, I think UConn was just a great fit for me.
The journey to another national title starts very soon. The Huskies take the floor for the first time on November 6th when they take on Northern Arizona. From Big East Media Day at Madison Square Garden, Jonah Karp, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.